Hey everybody, welcome back to the shed. Don't mind the mess. Got a short video for you. Started on the horizontal stabilizer. Got all the ribs laid out. Got the spars going across and glued. The leading edge. I've got, here's our bar where the pivot point is where it mounts up to the fuselage. That's basically how it goes. It goes through one of the wheel collars. Sits like that through the wheel collar. Got it so I can slide it all the way back through, so when I cover it, I'll be able to install it onto the plane. Next step, I'm going to take off the ends here for the trim tab. I'm not going to have it working, but I'm going to put it on, and then I'm going to sheet this bad boy. I've got my aluminum edges right here for the wheel collars. Two wheel collars sit here, and the other one sits right there that lock down the music wire, which I'm going to do something else too so that's sturdier than that, just the wheel collar. You're supposed to solder a wheel collar to this rib right here, and then I've got it notched out. I don't know if you can see it, but I've notched out all the where the wheel collars go. But I'm going to put a block back here, something to hold that sturdier into place. This has bent a little bit. But then you take another wheel collar and put it inside here, like that. And then that mounts up onto the there's two hardwood blocks that go in the back of the fuselage just before the balsa block for the back of the tail. And then obviously the whole thing rotates. And you put a 3/32 inch bar here. I don't have the drawing, it's on the other plans, and then put your horn on the end of that, and then that gives you the whole rotation, so your whole horizontal stabilizer moves for the elevator. But that's where I'm at right now. I put the wing to the side for a couple of days, sort of like as I've done, I get a little bored of it and I move on to something else, and then I'll get more excited back. But I did manage to get the holes cut out for the air tracks, air retracts. They're just going to fit. I mean, I may have to take a little bit of the metal off to get them to stick completely flush. They're really close, but I've got them in there. They're not mounted in there, but I've got the wheel wells all cut out. Got the top sheet on it. Got the hinges, bucket of hinges over here for the flaps and for the ailerons. So they're basically, that's how I came up with the way I'm going to do it. I don't 100% sure I'm going to do it. I took a brass tube and put it through it and bent it over. They move, they hinge, but I don't know how long it'll last. But that's sort of like how I did it. I'll clean that up a little bit so it ain't so hideous. It's kind of like the idea. That was my little prototype to see how I could get that a little hinge point in there. But this goes on the wing, and this goes on the flap, the flap, and there's another one done just like that. But we'll see how that goes, if I'm going to use them or not. But I just wanted to build them. But so tonight I'm going to finish sheeting the top of this. I'm going to cut all the ends off here for the tab for this doing the trim, and I'll sheet the top of this. I'll leave the bottom unsheeted, so when I go to put it on the plane, I'll be able to make the adjustments and slide this through the fuselage. Then I round over the leading edge, and then I'll work on doing something with this trim tab. Well, that's where I'm at right now. So probably the next time you see it, I'll have this covered, sanded down, the ends on it, and we can mark that off the list. And then maybe I'll go back to the wing. Yeah, the wing's actually sitting right there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's up on my shelf right there. I've got the tank done, all my wires out the end of it, but that's where it's sitting right now. But I got to put the motor on. I've got the mounts done and everything lined up. Just got to make sure I'm flush on the end there of the nacelle, and then I'm going to start planking of it. So that's where we're at right now. So I'm going to sheet this tonight, put the wingtips on, sheet the top surface anyway, and get this bad boy done so I can get it off the table, and then maybe go back to the wing or maybe start the rudder. I don't know. Alright, so like I said, just a short video to show you I'm still working on it. Been kind of busy here trying to get ready for New York upstate weather, getting the snow tires out and everything, but got a couple hours under the belt. So there you go, guys. Thanks a lot for the comments and that. So we'll see you later.